Good afternoon, everybody. Hello, hello. How is everybody? We'll wait for some more folks to pop in here. Notifications are weird. YouTube's acting up today, so hopefully notifications even go out. Hey, Aurora, how's it going? There we go. We're starting to get some people in here. So I'm going to start this live stream this afternoon, or what time is it? Welcome to sunny Denver, Colorado, where the temperature is currently 53 degrees, at least. People are playing golf across the street here at the city golf course. It's a little after noon on Tuesday. By this time tomorrow, it'll be probably about the same temperature, maybe a little less. By about this time the following day, on Thursday, it's going to be about probably 20 below during the day. So we're in for some weather. And anybody that's native to Colorado knows that when the weather forecasters start talking about negative temps, you better pay attention. So I'm paying attention, and I'm trying to get in front of it and not be behind it. So this stream might be too boring for some of you that look for a totally action-packed stream. That's not going to be the case today. I hope I have some mods in here because I'm not going to be monitoring this chat. So I don't see any mods yet. Whoever comes in as a mod, I think you all pretty much know what I expect. Hi, Ann. Thanks. Yeah, hour behind in California. Here we go. Hey, Lucinator. Thank you very, very much for being here. If you can stay, that's great. This could be a long stream or a super short stream. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, Aurora, boring is good, but boring is serious business today because this is really going to be a state of emergency. And the city and county of Denver today, instead of scouring the streets to make contact with the most vulnerable, those that have zero shelter, those that are most mentally ill and on foot, I don't see any city officials making any contact with anyone. I don't see any effort happening. Imagine that. But what we do know that's happening today is a sweep in another area of downtown, essentially, downtown Denver. Thanks, Woody. Most of it's natural, most of it's not. But at any rate, it covers the gray. So today I'm already out and about making contact with people, trying to create a triage list because I need to go get some rooms for some people that are never going to get in shelter. Get to the sweep. No, I'm not going to the sweep because I don't serve a function at the sweep. The function I serve right now is in life-saving capacity while the city attempts to destroy lives. I can't go be a part of that right now because I've got some vulnerable people that I have relationships with that are out here. So that is my goal right now, is to go make contact with some of these people. I happened to be at this Circle K where there's always typically an off-duty cop working, and there was one today, and I just had this interesting interaction, so I'm now deciding to go live, okay, because of that interaction. Hey, thank you very, very much for that super chat. Who is that? Brando? Oh, thank you very, very much. You guys, if you recognize the immediate need, try to, if you can, please go into the About section, or if Lucinator has time to put the links in here. If you want to donate directly to the nonprofit, it can be used quicker and all of your money goes to the nonprofit instead of 30% of your super chat going to YouTube, okay? So I've got to go out and, first of all, try to locate some people, see if they're going to agree to get shelter, because absolutely no one can be out here on foot trying to seek shelter by tomorrow night. If they don't already have shelter by tomorrow night, they're going to be in big, big trouble. So we have an estimated wind chill that could take those temperatures to 40 below. And when you've got someone out here that's not prepared and you're looking for them, when that weather is actively occurring, you're already behind the 8 ball. So my goal today is to make contact with these people. So you're going to ride along with me in the car. The phone is probably going to stay right there. You're going to hear me try to locate some people. So as far as this interaction I just had here at the Circle K at Florida and Santa Fe in District 4. We're currently in Denver, DPD District 4. I'll be going from 3 to 4, looking for some people that I know are out here on foot, some that have some makeshift structures that aren't going to suffice during this weather snap. It's disheartening to me. It's a little upsetting. And I just made contact with a woman who is on foot, who frequents this Circle K, and I try to give her hand warmers because she's difficult. I've tried to make contact with her a few times. I've never seen her before the last few weeks. She's always by herself. There's definitely some barriers up with her, some mental health issues going on, and she was here. I tried to give her some hand warmers. She flipped out on me, ran inside, which was the last place she needed to go while she was flipping out. So I just wanted to make sure that she was going to be safe and that maybe I could get her back outside. There goes the cop that was here. It's a motorcycle cop. It's a sergeant. He's talking to somebody over there at the gas pump. I don't know. I just don't. Here's the deal. I don't have time to scrap with the cops right now. Okay? So this girl is freaking out. She goes in the bathroom. I open the door. I stand back because I'm not going to go in there with her. And she apparently along the way grabbed a squeegee out of their cleaning bucket that sits by the bathroom. And she started swinging it at me. So I stepped back and I'm like, you gotta calm down. You gotta calm down. So at that point, I'm debating whether or not I turn around and walk off and just kind of let her lock herself in the bathroom. But I go to turn around and there's this Denver cop. So those situations can go from 0 to 1,000 in about 5 seconds. So I just stayed cool. He told her to get out. He didn't try to de-escalate. They've got no common sense on how they just go from 0 to 100 like that. He didn't see her swinging that at me. I wasn't in any danger. There was nothing he needed to do. I said, look, I'm just trying to help her. He's like, well, just leave. Well, I stepped back and I was like, fine, give her the hand warmers. So I handed him the hand warmers. I stepped back. He started telling her to get out. She complied. She immediately zipped out of the store. She's disappeared. Okay, she's safe for the moment. You know, I tried to explain to that cop. I said, look, I'm Regan. I'm trying to help these folks before tomorrow. It's going to be a disaster. I understand. No, you don't. But I just walked off. Got my stuff. Gave the clerk the hand warmers because there's always a need. Sometimes that helps them negotiate when they're not doing things when they're doing things they shouldn't be doing on private property, right? We need to have compassion, empathy, and understanding first, okay? And then if we have to move to some level of force, could we do it in a manner where we understand what the situation is calling for, perhaps? Okay, so I'm gonna let this one go. And luckily that woman she's covered in head to toe with super, super warm gear. That could be the only thing that saves her from frostbite. Nothing's probably going to save anybody from frostbite being in those kinds of temperatures. And so none of these people know this is coming. They never do. They don't check the weather forecast to decide what direction they're going to take in their homelessness. So that's the other reason for my contact out here, is warning everybody. People that have shelter, people that are in campers, things that government should be doing if they were actually concerned about safety, making contact with people. Look, we're going into negative temps for more than 24 hours. Safety is number one. Do not have unsafe heating sources. Do not compromise yourself in a situation that you can't get out of, that you could die in, whether it be fire, frostbite, dehydration. We don't do that in the Department of Safety in Denver. Those things don't happen. What happens is force. And this fallacy that there's a team out there today making contact with the most vulnerable. They're not. So it's up to the advocates. We're all spread super thin. Most of us don't have the resources we need. Well, none of us have the resources we need. I'm probably the only one out here with the abundance of resources right now to possibly put 4 or 5 people in a motel room. Okay, so that's our situation today. If you're new to my channel, you'll know that it's best to go read the About section so you know what this channel is about. This is about direct street outreach with the homeless for now. Things are going to change. And hey, Shirley, how you doing? And I'm gonna start shifting into a little bit of a different role. But for right now, several days before Christmas in the year of 2022, we've got to go make contact with some people, because my heart cannot bear the thought of the next 2 nights of particular people out here on foot. So that's what we're going to go do. So let's do this drive. And I had really no plans of going live until I had interaction with a cop, okay? Because that's when things change. So I'm going live for my safety, for documentation, for those of you that are interested in what I actually do and where your money goes. Those of you that continue to give generously know exactly where your money goes, and I thank you very much. Okay. It's hot. I really don't need this coat whatsoever. It's so surreal. It's kind of a weird thing to think about, watching people play golf. I mean, this isn't an anomaly for our climate. I mean, this is Colorado. This is how weather happens here. But it's dangerous. And most people have this situational awareness of, oh, it's warm, it's beautiful today. It's sunny, I love this weather. Little do they know, they're probably not going to be able to start their car in about 48 hours because they didn't replace that weak ass battery that they knew they had in the last cold snap, right? So it's just a series of events of being caught off guard and people not being prepared for the weather that we can have in Colorado. We don't have a lot of consistency in these months. So there are a couple of there's a couple older gentlemen that I'm looking for that really have to have it's not necessarily hand-holding, but it's the reminders because they forget and they work hour by hour with their survival. There's no long-term goals here. This is a short-term goal for the next 3 days, is to make sure nobody dies and ends up with severe frostbite. So we were in District 4. We're going to take a quick jaunt into District 3. DPD District 3. You should be out here doing this. Boy, these cops sure know where everybody is when they want to inflict pain. But when it's time to help, they're nowhere to be found. When it's time to be proactive, get that shit. Well, that's a significant amount of trash in the last few days. That's a shame. It seems to be the same occurrence every time the homeless show up. People come do their illegal dumping of furniture and household items that they can't get rid of or have to pay to get rid of. Oh dear. Cat! Hey! Somebody's pushing all their stuff. Okay. Gee, what direction do I go? We got somebody sitting on the sidewalk down there that I might know. Let's go see who that is. All the ways to donate are in the About section. Hey, how's it going? Are you staying out here?
Oh, hey.
Hey, you want some hand warmers?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know what's coming next?
Yeah, I know what's coming.
Okay.
It's gonna be cold as hell.
It's gonna be impossibly cold.
Colder than cold can be.
Yeah. Hey, do you know Kat over here in the cul-de-sac? This little tent set up down here? Have you seen that little lady walking around?
My hearing not so good.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Oh, hey, thank you.
You're very welcome.
You asked me now. What you asked me?
Do you know who Kat is? The blonde? She's got that tent set up over here in the cul-de-sac.
I got here yesterday.
Okay.
I'm here to put security on my homeboy here.
Oh, okay.
And that's it.
Okay.
I just don't know anybody here right now.
All right.
I've heard of Kat, but
Okay. All
I
right.
don't know who or where.
Yeah, she's been kind of in and out of that. Yeah, I don't know how long this stream. YouTube. This is a YouTube thing today, so YouTube's been acting up big time. All right. Make contact over here with who I think I know is in here. Listenator, did you catch that conversation that I had with that guy over there? Was I buffering? I didn't even look. You're in a nowhere to live situation in Ohio, cold weather on the way. Yeah, I'm sorry. You guys, I wish I could help everybody. You didn't hear that conversation, Bokomo? Oh, okay. Well, at any rate, that's a gentleman named Q. I don't recall ever meeting him, but he said he's there to help his homeboy out. He knows the weather's coming. He's going to keep an eye out for Kat for me. Those of you that have followed me on some of these journeys in these live streams, you've seen Kat before. She's incredibly vulnerable. But, okay, so you did hear some of that conversation? Okay, good. Do we all have warming centers like we do? Okay, here's what's going on, Bokomo. So, Hancock, the mayor of Denver, has no idea where all the immigrants are coming from that have landed in Denver, over 1,000 of them, since the beginning of December. So, miraculously, we have instant pop-up shelters for the immigrants while we sweep the homeless, make it impossible to get them into shelter. We have to fight like hell to even get them to activate warming centers. No, they're not on standby. It takes like an act of God to make these things happen for the homeless population. So the immigrants have now taken up all of the pop-up shelter. Listen, we're not going to have a debate about immigration. The bottom line is we're not even taking care of the people that are already here that are dying on the streets, okay? So reforming the immigration system is a topic outside of homelessness, okay? I don't think human suffering is okay anywhere. I don't. But when you are a city raising taxes to address a specific problem and you can't show to the taxpayers that you're even addressing that problem, how in the hell are taxpayers supposed to have faith that you're not just going to turn these immigrants right back out here, which I guarantee you we're going to see them out here very, very soon, because this city ain't going to do shit. They're going to get paid. They're going to get they're going to get those federal dollars that they're begging for right now. Hancock declared his, federal state of emergency, And the homeless population is going to explode again. So in my community tab section, I posted some information about what's going on in Denver. There's a news report, and it's the first glimmer of hope in honest reporting. And it happens in about a 10-second clip of the reporter saying that a point-in-time survey is now revealing that 32,000 people are unhoused in the metro area, and that number is likely an undercount. Okay? 32,000 people that they were able to connect to not having a home, whether they were couch surfing, whatever. Okay, 32,000 people. I guarantee you they didn't make contact with people trying to hide, living in their cars. All of the 32,000 is an undercount. Okay, so we've got major I've said it. Things are just going to get worse. The asylum seekers are now flooding the country. And, you know, I mean, money falls from the sky here. Thank you very much for that inflated dollar. So I tend to not go down a lot of philosophical rabbit holes. There is no political divide on this channel. We're here to do what we can with the most vulnerable in our society, and that does include our veterans. So I'll be right back. I'm going to try to make contact here. I know this individual. It'll be fine. I'll be right back. Okay, he is here. I'm going to give him some hand warmers. Okay, yeah, here's another interesting story, y'all. Does anybody know any other person who has fractured their kneecap twice in their life? On their own. Not from getting their kneecaps busted with a bat, but literally on their own, you know, just walking or riding a bike and wrecking it and refracturing an old fracture in a kneecap. If you know anybody, if you didn't know anybody, you know somebody now. That'd be me. So I'm having an interesting time. but I'm making it. Amanda in California. Holy smokes. She sent a fantastic array of body, foot, hand warmers. We've got it all. I saved this batch because I knew I was going to need to make these last. Oh boy. That's a tragic story. Look, this stuff is just... This is why very soon I have to step away. The man will be okay. But Kat had... I just got to listen to the story of